Look, we all know what the video is about. This isn't portable. Well, technically it is, but you have to get a whole bag or case for this. Like, I don't want to carry all that. I just want to play my games. Yeah, you can play God of War on it, but let's be honest here. Do you want to? Like, just think about this. Like, just sit down and think about this. Do you want to play one of the most cinematic games of all time on a bus? Look, let me clarify this before you go into the comments. I'm not saying the Steam Deck is a bad console. Not at all. I actually, quite the opposite. I genuinely think it's a bargain with what they give you. But the size! It's so fucking big! It's a good console, but unless you're always outside, is 2 hours of gameplay enough? Like, let's be honest here. If we're gonna play games, you're not gonna sell for two. Obviously, some of you might have different times and schedules, that's all fine, but when you have the chance, the battery, you're not gonna let the battery stop you from playing games? No, you want to play more. I can genuinely see the people who would absolutely love this, and I love it too, but there's a line between it being portable and an inconvenient. The idea of portability is that it's comfortable to go anywhere with. You don't need to play AAA games on the go. Games that are specifically designed to be cinematic and use immersion to attract players are thrown out the window when you're on a bench surrounded by people. The game loses all sense of immersion and just becomes, well, a game. Obviously, this doesn't apply to every single game, but still, not all games need to be played outside. Did you think the people who made The Last of Us designed the entire game to be experienced on the go? I'm just gonna give you 5 seconds. If you said yes, I have to respectfully ask you to leave before YouTube demonetizes me for what I'm about to say. So yeah, just leave the video and watch my other vids. My other vids are kind of chill, but this right now, what I'm talking here is a genuine thing that is inside my soul. This is something important to me, very important to me. They made the game so you could experience it to its full potential at home, where the only thing you can focus on is the story. The game can't give me reasons to feel the story when I'm on a bus or a plane or even at a f***ing wedding. Sure, yes, I agree, it's nice to play these high quality games on the go, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's not to say that there are games that I would love to play on the go, like Slime Rancher, Blueprints, or even Hades, because they're not focused on giving you an experience. Well, yes, they're giving an experience, but what I mean is that they don't need a lot of brain power to like, oh, I have to just sit and just immerse myself in the world and the story. No, they're not. They're just focused on having fun. You're just playing the game just like, oh, I'm having so much fun. That's the point. That's the point. Not to say that these AAA games aren't fun. Well, some of them, but like, we're not gonna talk about those. But still, they're constrained on what they can offer when you're outside affected by external factors. Literally, the best example for this is the Nintendo Switch. The reason the Nintendo Switch sold so well was because it was not only portable, but it also can be played on your TV. Their exclusive games took into account that it could be played on the go. You can play Super Mario Odyssey anywhere you want because it doesn't need a lot of brain power to like enjoy the game. Like, there is a story, but like, you're not playing Super Mario Odyssey because of the story. Let's be honest here, you're just playing to have fun. There are games on the Steam Deck that are pretty fun on the go, but look at the fucking size. Look at the size. It's too fucking big. A lot of people don't consider the Nintendo Switch to be a new gen console because of how weak it is, and my response to that is, okay, like, sure, yeah. Have you played any of their games? Like, I'm sorry you can't play Red Dead Redemption 2 on it, but let's be honest here, it defeats the whole purpose of the Switch. The best games on the Switch aren't realistic AAA games. When you have a game like Breath of the Wild, it's evidence that graphics are not the only thing that makes a game good. I have a genuine beef with people who are saying, if it's not realistic, then it's a bad game. It's like, you're complaining about the game that's not realistic when it clearly, it's trying to invoke an art style, a design. And if you're complaining that the Nintendo Switch can't handle realistic graphics, it's a goddamn toaster. It has 4 gigs of RAM. Sadly, companies now are focusing on power more than portability. So, I picked 3 portable consoles with not only good ass games, but portability to the point that it can fit in your pocket.
That Goomba looks so. Well then.
In my opinion, the Nintendo Switch Lite is superior. It is the most modern out of the 3 consoles that I'm about to talk about. It also has the most up-to-date games in general. Like, you can play Hogwarts Legacy on it, you can play Monster Hunter Rise on it. The size is perfect. Like, it's not too big and chunky, and it's not too small and slippery. The grip is good. Like, I'm gonna be honest, the grip is good because it's small enough that it can fit in your whole hand. The problem that I had with the base Switch was it was too big to the point that my hands couldn't grip the whole thing. Obviously, the D-pad on the Switch Lite is so much better. Oh my god, it's so much better. I did not understand how much I needed a D-pad until I used a basic controller. Plus, if you jailbreak it, it has so much potential, my god. If you like Nintendo games but also want a variety from modern studios, the Switch is perfect. Not this one, this one. But if you want something even more portable, might I suggest the PS Vita, in my opinion, is the most underrated console in general. In general, it's such a powerful console for its size. This console can genuinely fit in your pocket. The fact that it can run Borderlands 2 shows the wasted potential of the Vita. Since the death of the console, the modding community has given it life. See what I did there? That was You have to have real ball knowledge to understand what I just said. The PS Vita has Risk of Rain 1, God of War 1 and 2, the Ratchet & Clank trilogy, Hotline Miami 1 and 2, Little Big Planet, Persona 4 Golden, and Gravity Rush, and like so much more. It has so many. It has Undertale. Like, you could play Undertale. If you're not interested in these games, then there are emulators. Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, Nintendo DS. Yes, it can run Nintendo DS. The modding community has put ports into this game. They put Hollow Knight on this. They put Sonic Mania. They put Cuphead. They even put Balatro. They put Balatro. Yes, it runs like shit with 20 frames and no sounds. And I don't know what happens if you play with fucking Baron and 3 blueprints and a fucking mime. I hope the PS Vita doesn't fucking explode. But still, it runs Balatro. I'm not gonna complain. If you're not interested in these either, well, you can play all the PSP and PS1 games. All this thanks to the modding community. The PS Vita is the most rounded console. It has so many games for anyone. Plus, the camera. The camera gives you that nostalgic feeling of the early 2000s, and honestly, I f with that. To this day, the PS Vita are still porting games on it. You can even play Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2 on it! Overall, the Vita is the console that will stay with you in the long run. It will. Like, I had this PS Vita for 2015, and I'm still playing on it. I'm not kidding. I'm still playing the PS Vita. Still, right now. I'm playing Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. And, I'm kinda addicted, to be honest. Some of you guys might not like the design of the Vita, and that is why, segue not to an ad, no one will sponsor me sadly, segue to the next handheld, which is not only the most aesthetic, but also the most portable. The PSP is a juggernaut. I love the PSP. I love it so much. You thought the PS Vita was good? You haven't even seen the PSP. This is exactly what I mean when console limitations can be an advantage. Take, for example, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Yes, a whole ass Metal Gear Solid game on the PSP. Actually, I lied. 2 whole ass Metal Gear Solid game, which is Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, but Peace Walker is more superior, so I'm gonna talk about that. You like Metal Gear Solid 5 with the mother-based system and the photons and development of weapons? Do you like the stealth of Metal Gear Solid 3 with all the camouflage and having a stealth meter? Well, combine all these and what you get is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. I cannot state how good this game is on such a small console. It's not only the best Metal Gear Solid game on the PSP, it's one of the best Metal Gear Solid games in general. Because of the console limitation, Peace Walker's story is shown as a visual novel, but I think it wasn't because of the console itself. When you first start the game, there is clearly a cutscene, but the cutscene transitions to a visual novel. Kojima explicitly chose to make it a visual novel because it's the PSP, it's a portable console. Even if you don't like reading, the game is fully voice acted. Kojima clearly made the game with portability in mind, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Companies should make portable handhelds for studios that understand that it's portable. Obviously not every PSP game did it like Kojima, but the games on the PSP are genuinely made for the PSP. The Steam Deck isn't portable not only because it's too big, but also a lot of the games aren't made for portability. If you genuinely like portability and want good games, then I recommend the PSP. Hands down. It has the best designs, the best control. It can actually fit in your pocket. This is smaller than your phone. Same with the PS Vita. If you don't like playing the PSP games on it, you can run emulators. Like, imagine playing Pokemon on this. Yeah, the PS Vita can play emulators and technically it can maybe play more emulators than the PSP, but still, it's all about the vibe. It's all about the vibe, and the PSP is the magnum opus of cool, sleek design. There is nothing more important to me than the absolute aura and vibe of a console, and the PSP is the definition of that. I like the Nintendo Switch Lite, but the PSP is just different. It generally gives you a vibe, and that is something that no other console can do. I just want to say thank you everyone who has subscribed to me and has given me 1,000 subscribers. Thank you everyone for 1,000 subscribers. I know I've been late. I know I haven't mentioned this in my past 3 or 4 videos, and the problem is I keep forgetting. I know it's a shitty excuse, and it's I'm not even trying to excuse myself for this. Genuinely, I'm dumb and I keep forgetting. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for putting your time and effort, just putting your time away just to watch my video. Genuinely, the fact that you just look at my thumbnail and just oh, this sounds good and I'm gonna open and watch it, and you like it to the point that, oh, I have to follow him, is so genuinely so nice. It's genuinely so nice to my heart, because honestly, I did not believe in myself to get 1,000 subscribers. I was like, if I get 1,000 subscribers, then that's my chance. That's not my chance. That's my indicator to keep going on. That's if people, at least 1,000 people, watch my videos and subscribe to my channel, is they want more, I have to keep going. Genuinely, thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna talk about something else. This specific video, I want your guys' opinions on it, because as you can tell, this is very different. Not very different. My audio, my voice, my script is different. The way that I talk is different. It's more spontaneous. It's less scripted. It's because I wanted to try something new. I wanted to see if I should try to make it less scripted. And I feel this video is too spontaneous, and it's not to the point. I feel like this is just a rant, and it's fine if you guys like it. But at the same time, I also want to give you guys a genuinely good video to not only listen to, but also watch. So I want your guys' opinions on it. If it's good, if you guys want me to stay spontaneous, or if you want the same spontaneous but just less, or it's give your opinion. Please don't be nitpicky about this. I don't want you to pick apart every single voice or tones or scene or edit, or no. I want your guys' opinion on the entire video, and if there's something that really irked you or really annoyed you, please mention. Again, thank you everyone for 1,000 subscribers. I genuinely hope I can get 10,000 subscribers, but still, I'm not gonna complain. I doubt any of you guys just reached to the end of the video, so I'm just gonna, if you reach to the end of the video, I'm just gonna say shumpol. Just say Schwumpel. If you reach this right now, to this point, just say Schwumpel and I'm gonna like it. And I'm gonna comment on it. You made it all the way to the end of the video and you deserve a prize. So comment Schwumpel and I'm gonna comment on it and like it. So bye bye.